You know, when I came back, there's been a few messages towards myself, and people are saying, Jerry, when are you gonna talk about the Goldust thing? The Goldust thing. The Goldust thing. Now, Charlie's apparently made a video on it. There's been many others that have made videos about it. And the first thing I said is, Goldust? Like, what's going on? I took a look at what's going on in his career so far. Number one, his return was terrible. They tried to bring back the classic Goldust. That was a failure. Then they're going for, he's not Goldust, but he's Goldust without the makeup. It's terrible, it's awful, and get it off the screen. Now, I want to say this. Goldust, in my opinion, you know, the old school Goldust was an amazing character. What he did. But, and by the way, this isn't like me saying that he's less of a wrestler when I say this, because he is a fantastic wrestler. The fact that he can go at his age is truly amazing. However, Goldust, I'm sorry about this, mate, but you're full of hot garbage. For anyone who doesn't know, Goldust said, let's take a little look here. We're gonna go on FightfulWrestling.com. He wrote, and I quote, he said, "These kids are our future." Shut up. Sorry, mate, but stop it. These kids are our future. Quit your bitching, suck it up, and try and enjoy the product. You all know I'm gonna be completely dissecting that into little bits here. Try and enjoy the product we put on for you. That's all I'm saying. It's a TV show. You're not always gonna get what you want. Did he write anything else? Till my legs fall off, he then wrote something, kept going on, right. The two tweets I want to go at in particular. Number one, Goldust, my man. It's a TV show, so if it's a TV show, it's clearly allowed to criticize it. If you are putting a product out publicly, you are allowed to be criticized. That's the same thing with myself. I'm allowed to be criticized by making videos. I am no exemption from this. That's the problem with some of the YWC, is that they've become so entitled that when they do talk about WWE, but they say, well, we can criticize it, but when people criticize their videos, then they get all defensive about it. But that's another subject for another day. The very reason that you're saying, mate, is that we can't criticize it, goes to show you how bad the product is. Now, you've said, and I quote, it's pretty much to sum up what Goldust is saying, is that he's saying, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I hate this argument. The reason why I hate this argument is because, first of all, people aren't watching it. I don't know how to say this to you, but social media for WWE has gone down. I looked up on Google Trends. The last time I checked, it was down by 75% on Google Trends. I need to check that number out again, but I'm sure it's very, very low. Then Goldust as well, to say that we can't criticize something. The reason why people criticize something, Goldust, and I can't believe I have to explain this, and unfortunately, this is a problem with a lot of professional wrestlers. They can't take criticism. Actors get criticized for doing several things on movies. Johnny Depp gets criticized for some of the movies that he's done. Nicolas Cage gets criticized for some of the movies that he's done. Athletes, you know, if you're going down even that route, you can criticize an athlete. That's the problem. WWE can't tell whether the UFC or whether they're a TV show. They can't tell that they can't decide as to what they are. But that regardless, you turn around and saying that I can't criticize wrestling is completely and utterly idiotic. The Attitude Era was founded on criticization, because people seen that a lot of the stuff that was going on in the 80s was very cartoonish. So people criticized it, and what did Vince McMahon do? He did something smart, and he created the Attitude Era. One of the biggest wrestling booms in the history, of the world. But then, again, Goldust, you can't say to people, don't watch it, so then when people don't watch it, your product's gonna go down the tubes. It's the same, it's the problem with these guys, and X-Pac, unfortunately, is under the same barrier. I remember he made a tweet, about something, and he said, the Attitude Era is coming back, or some shit like that. I'm like, are you serious? You know, it's not coming back. Like, people, active fans are walking away. Now, it's even gotten to the point where people that are actually reviewing this are walking away. Now, in their perspective, they might say, oh, well, this is amazing. You know, we're not going to get criticized as much. No, because sometimes some people check out people's reviews and they watch wrestling to see the review on it. That's essentially what the YWC was, is that it was people that criticized WWE fairly, and people then would check it out, tuning back in, blah blah blah. But that's a problem with you, Goldust, is that you're saying quit your bitching, suck it up. Now that's another thing, suck it up. Like, as if to say you have no choice. Yeah, we do have a choice, to not watch it. Which people have actively done, which I have done myself. There's been several actually people that have actually, big YWC guys that have actually stopped watching, and I don't blame them. And why is this? Is because the product itself isn't clicking with the casual viewer. It just isn't. And again, it goes to this kind of circumstance where WWE, they put out these surveys that say, well, how can we do stuff better, and how can we do this, and how can we do that, and stuff. But then whenever people actually actively criticize WWE, you get all defensive. Oh no, you don't say that. You can't say that. Like, that's like saying that, I'll give you an example. That's like saying Angry Joe can't criticize video games because if he doesn't like it, don't buy it. Like, I mean, the fact that I have to even explain this is ridiculous. It is completely ridiculous. And it does go back to these people that will post actively on social media saying, oh, all these fans bitching about wrestling, man. Yeah. Can you retweet my tweet, please, Goldust? Is that okay? Yeah. I would rather have someone be brutally honest than have someone straight up lie and be in your goddamn safe space than people literally posting and praising it just to get a retweet. Because 9 times out of 10, those people that will be tweeting to get a retweet probably only do it because they want to get followers. That's all that boils down to. So again, Goldust, and I want wrestlers to understand this, is that we want WWE to do better. I want WWE to do better. I want wrestling in general to do better. But to actively say, if you don't like it, don't watch it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Like, yeah, people aren't watching it. Ratings are going to go down. Ratings are terrible now with wrestling. WWE has tried stuff with the Shield and stuff. It just ain't clicking with this generation. You ain't clicking. For example, a source came out a few months ago. The average wrestling fan is in their 50s. You're not clicking with the generation that's going on right now. So when the generation complain about it and say, listen, we don't like this, can you do something that's, you know, for our taste, WWE? They say, oh, don't watch it. I'm sorry, what? No, don't watch it. We don't need you. Well, why is your average viewership in their 50s? It doesn't matter. We get children. And children aren't watching your show anymore. They're watching like proper children TV shows. Well, screw you then. You understand what the problem is here, ladies and gentlemen? Wrestlers, unfortunately, can't take criticism. I've even heard about wrestlers now trying to actively take down videos. That's not going to work. Trust me. Once this fair use thing comes out, you're going to see a lot of people turn around saying, yeah, we stand for fair use. You can't do that. You understand what I mean? And by no means, yes, I do say a lot of things for comedic effect to make the show somewhat enjoyable. You know, that's really what some of us, we're entertainers as well as other people as well. But for Goldust to turn around and say, just don't watch it, you know, just walk away. You don't want people walking away, Goldie. Because the more people are going to walk away, nobody's going to watch it. You understand the problem with that, mate? And I have massive respect for Goldust, absolutely. But occasionally, some wrestlers just hype up their own bullshit. And I do believe some of these wrestlers are told by WWE to tweet this out. You understand what I mean? And That's really what the problem is with WWE today, is that they are literally criticizing their audience and not making their product better. That's what the problem is. And the moment that you do that is the moment the fans are going to be actively walking away. Most casual fans right now ain't watching it. You want to know why? Because they're not connecting with the product that you're putting out. So what do you do when you check out feedback? You guys have Twitter and Facebook, you have all these social media accounts, you have YouTube to check out what people really want to see. So then when eventually you get people that say, I don't like this guy, I don't like that guy, these people are uncharismatic, they're awful, can we see someone that represents our generation in WWE? And whenever WWE get that to them, well then don't watch it. Don't watch it. Stop being overly critical of fans. You know, and by the way, before you even say something, and I know a lot of these wrestlers say this, they say, well, fans need to be criticized. Trust me, there's no one that's criticized fans a hell of a lot more than me, okay? I actually do defend a lot of wrestlers, for example, these death threats that are coming out, and I don't blame some of these wrestlers that have to deal with this bullshit and maybe somewhat react in that way, but for the most part, most sane wrestling fans want the product to be better. And for you, Goldust, to turn around and say that if you don't like it, for these fans that have watched for so many years, that literally at this point are only watching it for to slightly get better, is disrespectful. And that's why some fans are walking away. Actually, most fans are walking away. Because the product in general is absolutely terrible. Guys, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. And yeah, this is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Signing out.